I know that it was a tough decision with Shohei Ohtani. They were stuck between a rock and a hard place, but since they made that move to keep him, this ain't going great.
Well, sometimes they say like in marriages, they give you this chart, right? Year one, this is what you get as a gift. Year two, this is what you get as a gift, right?
Sure.
And then when you give them the television 10 years into the marriage, you wonder why she's about to file for divorce and leave. She's calling a lawyer. And that's pretty much what they've done with Shohei Ohtani. Like, we love you so much and all this time, instead of saying, like, here's a bunch of money, let's negotiate you to stay. We get a couple of hacks to join you along. It doesn't look good. He's thinking about calling the lawyer Monday morning, thinking about get me out of here, and I'm taking the dog with me. Again, when Moreno thought about selling the team and couldn't get it off of his hands, I think you saw the writing on the wall of what was going to be. Mike Trout pretty much is kind of like, you know what? I can slip on a peanut right now and not have to show up, and it's not going to change any of the narrative here with the Angels. It's going to be a 30 for 30 in 10 to 15 years of all the money they spent and produced nothing.
Speaking of 10-year anniversary presents, I'm not great with relationships. How would cash go? Because I was dating a girl once it wasn't even a year, but I've met her family and we got on vacations. I don't know why you're giving her
cash instead of buying the item that you want her to have. But go ahead.
I gave her I gave her $81 to get whatever she wanted. What's the problem?
See, the worst part of that is it wasn't that you gave her $81. It was the one more than 80 was the problem. Bro, the roundup from 80 is to 100. So you got to do it in the increments of the most common bill that feels like you have money in your hand. Like if you have $1 in your hand right now, you couldn't play the lottery. But if you had $20 in your hand, you might be able to play with a couple. So you have to think in terms of 20s. You don't have to do 50s or 100s, but at least do the 20. So if you gave her $81, that one extra dollar is like, and here's the tax.